This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's all about. It's cookie dough ice cream. That's what it's all about. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? I do hope you're all fantastic. So I wanted to make this video because there are a few changes that are going to happen, not just here, but just in general. And I thought, let's talk about it, because I haven't really talked about anything at all recently, on this channel. And I thought, you know what, let me just make a video just to say hi, I'm still alive, how you all doing? I do hope you all fantastic. And I won't be talking about any of the transfers here. This sort of, in a way, it's a ramble video where I just ramble on a little bit just about like external things. So if you're not interested in that, that's completely cool. I don't know what I'm gonna title it. Maybe I'll call it like the end of Bayernfantv. Maybe I'll call it something clickbaity like that. Ooh, that'd be fine. Nah, but I don't know. Look, let me put on my sleeping mask because this will probably put you all to sleep, so to speak. Let's talk about things, okay? So for start, I look ridiculous in that, don't I? So for starters, ladies and gentlemen, again, cookie dough ice cream is the best ice cream there possibly is. Stracciatella and cookie dough. Like I will not have any other ice cream flavor in the discussion because no ice cream flavor should be in the discussion besides those two. Now, with that said, I'm creating another channel. And I know I said this and I had that idea and I did create a channel during the World Cup, but ultimately I never use that channel. And I don't even know what the logins are, so like that channel is kind of gone. But I'm creating another channel. I'm creating another YouTube channel that, you know, if you're interested in, you can very much follow. So that's the first thing I'm going to mention. And why am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to do that because it's going to be a channel that, well, I'm going to be a lot more active on. And the reason for that is because it's going to be a channel just me talking about sports. Now, when I say sports, I don't mean just football. I mean every type of sport that I possibly watch. And it's going to be like a ratchet discussion, similar to that you really get here as well, where like, you know, it's an open discussion, anyone can join. And so most of the time turns ratchet, where people just say whatever they want to say. But that's what I'm going to do. And the sports that I'm watching, if you don't know, obviously are football. Finally, I have the opportunity to talk about football games outside of Bayern, because that's something that I wanted to do far more than talk about Bayern games, because Bayern games was giving me depression. Whereas other games I can watch and just be like, yeah, you know what? I don't have any feeling towards any of these two teams. So I can just watch and I can just, you know, talk about the things that I pick out, or the things that, you know, I just thought are very, very interesting. So that's going to happen. I don't know what the channel is going to be called yet. It's going to be in the description. But I am thinking something like, ooh, Alrightio Sports. Something like that. Just because my Twitch is Alrightio. So I'm thinking something like that, Alrightio Sports, or something like that. Again, name to be determined, but it will be in the description and in the comment section down below. Football, as I said, is one thing of all levels, and that includes the things like the likes of MLS, the Belgium League. I like to watch the Dutch League. You know, basically every sports, every league that I watch, every game that I want to talk about, I'll talk about. That's what it's about. Also, NBA. I started watching NBA at the beginning of this year in January, and you know what? I kind of got obsessed. I care about it more than football at the moment, if I'm being completely honest. But that's probably just because, you know, the season hasn't kicked off yet. So you'll see me talk about NBA basically all the time on there as well. Ooh, I've got some scalding hot takes. Then another one. Once December is here, it's not yet obviously, but once December is here, darts. Every year, the Darts World Championship. Look, I'll be honest, right? I don't watch darts besides every December. Every time it's the World Championship, that's the only time I watch darts. Like during the season, during the Premier League, or during, you know, the international cups and all that bullshit, I don't care about. But every year, come like the you know, the World Championships, I'm glued to my TV. Like, yo, if Van Gerwen is playing, I'm rooting for him. I don't care how bad his season was. If I'm watching and he's playing, he's my GOAT. All right, he is the GOAT. I don't care about no Phil Taylor. I don't care about no Barney. Actually, I do care about Barney. Barney's my boy. But it's all about Van Gerwen. All right, it's all about the Michael Van Gerwen. All right, it's all about the Michael Van. Okay, that one doesn't have a flight, but actually, if I throw that, it's gonna bounce right in my face. So I'll save that. It's either gonna bounce in my face or it's gonna bounce in my laptop. So I'll save that for now. But look, the way I say it, as I said, I don't care about darts for like 90% of the year. I'm not left-handed either, so I don't know what I'm throwing with my left. Triple 20, obviously, triple 20. You can't see it, but triple 20. Just trust me, all right? Just trust me. I'm a dart expert, all right? But look, darts will definitely be a sport that I'm going to be talking about. I do want to get into more sports this year. Well, no, I don't want to get into more sports. I want to get into more sport this year. There's a clear distinction. There's no S at the end. And I'm thinking American football. Just because a friend of mine watches it and he's like, yo, Print, you need to watch it. I'm like, bro, look, if I want to watch like some knuckleheads, you know, run into each other, I'll watch rugby. Nah, but we'll see. I might pick up another sport this year. We'll see how that all pans out. But it's a channel where I'm talking about anything and everything, basically. So if you are at all interested in that, you know, you can hop in and check it out. I'll have it linked in the description down below, and you get the same attitude that you get here. Probably even more, because I don't have any like, you know what? I've seen this player every single week in, week out, so I'm not going to be too... Nah, fuck that. Like, fuck that. That's not going to happen. It's going to be all just hot takes. All just hot takes, all right? That's basically what you can expect there. It's all going to be all hot takes and all bad takes as well. Woo! I'm a master at bad takes. Anyway, then next thing I want to talk about. Podcast. There's going to be a podcast on Bayern specifically. Like, just Bayern specifically. We haven't come up with a name yet. Currently, we are 3 people. We're currently 3 people, and I was thinking of adding a 4th, but I couldn't find anyone that had the exact thing that I was looking for, and I was very meticulous with my like selection process. I was like very careful. I was like, okay, I want this kind of person to complement this kind of person, and then this to complement me, so on and so forth. And obviously, I'm not denying the possibility of there being potential guests, but look. That's something you can expect. I don't know when we'll start. The plan has been now, you know, it's been in the works. We've now set up things for about a month. I've been trying to get sponsors. You know, like, this podcast is brought to you by, I don't know, by no one, by myself. I'm trying to get a sponsor, but it's quite difficult because obviously you're starting a podcast and you don't have it already going, so it's a little bit tricky. Look, I'm still trying to hear on my words because I'm gonna say things that I can't back up. so I'm kind of winging it in a way. I'm just like, hey, I'm winging it. But all things said, it's gonna come out on Spotify. What else do people listen to podcasts on? Spotify. It's gonna be on YouTube as like just a video podcast thing, video audio sort of thing. All right. You're gonna get it on multiple platforms. I don't know whether people still use, what were the other ones that I used to use? The one for music, what was that called? Like, damn, I don't even know. Apple, people use Apple, right? People that have absolutely no personalities and no hobbies and no friends, they use Apple devices, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Apple devices too. Apple iTunes, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you're gonna get it everywhere basically if you're interested in. I want to make it available to pretty much every platform that we possibly... SoundCloud, that's the one I was thinking of. SoundCloud, the one that wannabe musicians go on. That's the one, yes. The one that have absolutely no taste in music would go to just because they think, oh yeah, I'm going to be a SoundCloud rapper. That's the one, yes. I've seen too many of those in my time. Yeah, podcast. What are the topics going to be? Well, I'm not going to spoil those, but it's going to be a lot more structured, and it's going to be a lot more professional. So, if you want the I can't even say that. If you want the ratchet is not even the right term of some of the takes that we've had. If you want the downright disgusting discussions that we've had on the channel, and those to continue, those absolutely will. But if you want something more professional, something more analytical, something more research, something with a lot more effort, and a lot less, a lot less off the cuff, and a lot more structured, well, the podcast is for you. It's the perfect balance, so to speak. So that's another thing, all right? Podcast. There's one more thing, and I don't know if it's time for that yet. I've talked about a few things that are a little bit in the future, but I don't know if it's time for this one just yet. I'll save it. I'll save it for now. But I am cooking something in the background. Just because you don't see me, making videos, because quite frankly, I don't care about the videos that I'm making. But just kind of want to like, I would like you to hop and join and support and subscribe to the new channel that I'm making, because I'm going to be able to talk about things I actually care about. Whereas on this channel, if I don't care about things, you're not going to see me talk about them. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. Kim Min-jae joining Bayern. I like him a lot as a player. I've watched him a lot as a, actually not just on Napoli. I watched him a lot in, what's the Turkish league called? Turkish Extra Class, I think? No, that's not right. But I watched him a lot in Fenerbahce as well. Not a lot. I watched a decent amount at Fenerbahce as well before he then moved on to Napoli. Alright? But I've got absolutely no interest of talking about him joining Bayern, because it's a transfer. Like, obviously you can talk about like how will he fit in and so on and so forth, but that doesn't really interest me. I just have no interest in talking about that yet. Now that doesn't mean that I don't have the interest of talking about that in like maybe a month or so. But as of right now, I've got zero interest on talking about like how will X player fit in. Same with Lyman, same with Guerrero, same with Lucas Hernandez leaving. Look, Lucas Hernandez, my thought is very, very simple. I actually liked him as a player. I thought he, when he played, he was great, but he barely played. And so like him leaving to me makes no difference, because he wouldn't have played anyway, because he would have been injured anyway. So like, I'm just like, I'm indifferent. I have zero opinions on that because I don't care. It's really that simple. I don't care. Harry Kane, I've given my thoughts on one video, and I'm not going to constantly repeat that for the sake of, keeping up to date. Today, his girlfriend, his wife, is looking for houses in Munich. Have you got any proof, any pictures of that? No. So it's just a rumor that I don't care about then. Okay, cool. Like, that's not me. I can't do that shit, alright? But as I said, there are things in the work. I won't talk about them just yet, but they are in the work. So just because you don't see me doesn't mean that, like, I'm not thinking about you. Anyway, look. You see that fist? You see that fist? That fist means it's over. It just does. It just does. So, I'll see all of you in the next one. Until then, I'm having a good day today. Just because I've got myself 2 ice creams. I'm only eating 1, but I've got myself 2. And obviously the best flavour, cookie dough, from Gelatelli, which is, I think, a little brand. I mean, I bought it in Little, so it better be a Little brand, but I think it's a Little brand. I'm not 100% sure. It is the best ice cream flavour, though. I'm not going to cap that. I'm not capping it when I say that. Anyway, though, ladies and gentlemen, see you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, peace out. And this truly is going to be a clickbait title, so this was the death of Bayernfantv. Peace. Peace.